show actually. My name is Alvin Mariatika Putra. I am your host today in this particular talk show. And then this is...
And I'm Muji. I'm your co-host here.
So, today we are having three guests. We are going to talk about, first about learning English with flashcard. And then we are going to talk about IELTS. And then we are going to talk about
Psychology.
okay, that's a pretty interesting topic, right? But without further ado, please please welcome to our guests, Miss Salsa.
Big applause.
Well, Miss Salsa. How are you doing actually? So what's your name, Miss Salsa?
I'm Karika. Thank you for watching.
Very great. So please for a second, you can just go here. Okay, so before we talk about something, please can you introduce yourself?
Sorry.
Okay, hello everyone. To all the audience and to all the dear lecturers, my name is Salsa and I'm an English teacher in one of the elementary school in Japan.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Salsa. So what are we going to talk about?
Okay, today we're going to talk about flashcards for remembering vocabulary.
Sorry. Flashcard.
Not that fast. Put your phone down.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Talk about it. Continue, please, Ms. Salsa.
So flashcard is actually one of the methods for remembering vocabulary. It is consists of a paper that has some size as cards. So it is small and it is super comfortable.
Okay, so is it should be small or is it can be this big?
It is should be small and then you can stack up the vocabulary up until 15 or maybe 20.
Okay, that's very interesting. So with that card, we can remember everything that we want to learn, right? Okay, so what is going to be inside that card? Is it only the vocabulary or what is it? I'm sorry.
Yes, it can be used for vocabulary. There is consists the front side and the back side of the paper. The front side can be written the English vocabulary, and on the other side we're gonna write the meaning in English.
We just do this,
Yes.
and then that will remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Mr. Hikari, I have a question for Miss Hansa. Miss Hansa, flashcard, right?
Yes.
How can we create effective a flashcard to make learning more enjoyable and less boring?
Okay, so flashcard can be used in for the student in elementary school. It can be has picture in it, so can be fun for elementary school. For the vocabulary like animal or like vegetable or fruit.
Is it only for elementary school or can we use that too?
Yes, we are adults can also use flashcard by writing the English vocabulary.
Can we use that for paying something? Buy something? Can
It
pay
is
that?
different flashcard.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
It's different.
I think you're very far away. Can you please sit down there for just this meantime? You have that here. Okay. That's good. Okay. So that's pretty interesting topics, Miss Arsa. But actually, we have more cases with another topic. So do you want to know about IELTS?
Yes, of course.
I'm not going to talk about IELTS right now because we are going to have another case. So without further ado, please welcome Mr. Reza.
Mr. Reza, please welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Reza.
Thank you, Miss Ivan.
Okay, so how are you, Mr. Reza?
I'm good, thank you.
Please take a seat, Mr. Reza. Do not take that seat. Just
No, yes.
we are going out of time. Okay, so can you introduce yourself to the audience, please? First of all.
My name is Reza and I am student prepare for their IELTS test and I work in English Learning Center in Japan.
Sorry. I have a question.
What is it, Mr. Muji?
What is IELTS?
So
Seems like
So let him introduce himself first, Mr. Muji.
okay, sorry. So IELTS is English assessment test. Basically, where you test your English listening, writing, speaking,
sorry, can you bring your mic up?
Okay, so
It's okay, it's okay. Our mic is very, very, what is it about IELTS actually?
So it's basically an English assessment test where you will be assessed for your English listening test. So reading, speaking, and writing test.
Okay, so is it same like TOEFL or TOEIC or something like so, or is it just another test for just another level or something like so?
In a way, it's similar to TOEFL test because in TOEFL test they also test for your reading, listening, writing, and speaking. But the difference is in speaking test for IELTS test, you will be tested face to face. So it's not your answer in TOEFL test. Your answer will be recorded and then will be evaluated by the assessor. But in the IELTS test, we're going to be testing.
So it's not like maybe multiple choice or something like that. Is it not like that?
Yeah, in reading test, you will find multiple choice.
It's very many of the tasks is different, right?
Yeah.
I see. So look at him. He doesn't understand about academic math. Look at him.
I have a question for Mr. Reza. Okay.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wilson.
What is the best strategy to improve the IELTS speaking score for people who are shy or really practice speaking?
So for people who are shy, I recommend to try practicing by yourself. At home, if you have a mirror, you can see your voice. You can practice it in front of the mirror. Try to speak, then record your speaking, how you speak, and the recording and compare to how it should be spoken, and then try to re-evaluate everything. If you find any mistake or something, you can do correction by yourself.
So actually, both of you have kind of connected things, right? You can teach your students for remembering the vocabularies maybe or something. Is it right?
Yes.
Okay, so is it? Can you bring the first part to the class or just practice it?
No, actually, you are not allowed to bring anything to the test. But I really recommend using flashcard to remember vocabulary because it's really important in writing test, and also speaking test to have you remember vocabularies.
Okay, I see. But I think every of the participant has to be very, very tired. It must be very, very headache or something because there's too much to learn, right? I mean, yeah, is it just academic, right? But I think with another guest that can bring that up. I mean, she's actually a psychologist, so it's you're going all the way. Okay, so without further ado, please welcome Miss Nisha. Thank you so much. Good evening. Good morning, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so all of you.
Thank you, Mr. Givari and Mr. Mujib. Thank you all for inviting me here. It's to be here actually. Oh yes, I forgot to introduce myself. Hello everyone. My name is Nisha Bella Kartika Patitanan. I'm a psychologist that I have a clinic in Jakarta that is very famous and very big also. And I have 1,000 patients. It means that 1,000 people that struggle with their life actually.
Is there any of their students?
Maybe yes, I think. Okay. So some people come to my test. Yes, thank you. So some people come to my clinic. They say they are they having struggle with their working or their daily activities actually. Because guys, life is not just for working or daily activities only. Because if you keep doing your daily routine or keep doing that again or repeatedly without changing anything, you will get easily burn out actually. I heard that Miss Salsa is teaching or
staff that must be very busy with your client. And Mr. Reza said he is teaching about preparation IELTS. Your schedule must be very tight, of course, but do you guys have troubles or struggle with your, I think your time management, or sometimes do you feel burnout? Do you ever feel burnout? I mean,
Yeah, of the time.
so if you have a burnout, do you have hobbies, for example, like swimming or reading or what else?
Yes, when we are burnt out, I like to do hobbies like photography and then also writing.
And that's why hobbies is also important. Life is not only for working actually. Yeah.
So, is it psychologists work with crazy people?
I have tried for psychology. And
So you feel crazy too? Okay, so
You can come to my clinic then.
no, I'm tired for you. I'm tired.
You're tired of me. Why?
what is wrong with psychology?
You don't know what's wrong with you actually.
I think you're just going to you get the burnout, right?
Then you come to my clinic. I will send in the address to you. You come whenever you. I have to. I think I will send my number to you. Especially.
Is it psychology only for people that kind of mess up with their head?
Really? I think it's not. People who comes to psychologists is not only because they are crazy or they are having trouble with their mind. Because sometimes people come to my clinic actually they are having trouble, like they cannot solve their problem because they feel busy, but they try to have. They try to finish or they try to solving that problem.
I have a friend that actually pretty slow to get something here and there. I think I might have to bring her to you actually, but she's not here. She should be here actually, but she's not here today. There is some difficulties, but I think if she is a slow learner or slow listener, can you repair her brain?
Yes, of course, that's our job actually to repair their brain because we can slowly talk with them and the listener or the people who come to my clinics will slowly start to open their heart, I think.
Okay, so is it your clinic only in West Java or is it all over Indonesia? Or is it all over the world?
It's all over in Indonesia only and not yet. I'm not open it in other country yet.
Okay, is it going to be?
Yes, I hope so.
But you should take IELTS test before that.
Thank you. And then I can come to Mr. Reza after this to take an IELTS course, I think.
Yeah, so I think three of you very, very interesting topics actually. But can we combine all of your topics to be one specific jobs? It's like if psychologists and IELTS teachers and then people teachers have one job, what can it be? First of all, from you, what do you think that the job will be? Just think.
Sorry, can you repeat?
If three of you combine each other, what kind of job it will be? Just anything that's happening.
I think the two of them can relax their self to come to my clinic. I think because they also having hard times actually. But then what kind of jobs I haven't think about it yet.
Okay, so
Oh, but Mr. Reza.
different jobs. That's all.
Maybe the job that we can do when we are learning vocabulary and IELTS and also psychology, it can be like teacher.
Yeah, you're very, very correct. Teacher will learn psychologist too.
It can be MC. There's a lot of
Oh, that's great. That's a good idea, I think.
Do you agree with me, Mr. Reza?
Yeah,
agree. We can be teachers and also counselors. Yeah.
You learn psychology still in your course?
Not yet, but it's stick to me, and I think it will be better when I'm becoming a teacher.
Okay, I'm going to get back to this answer first. So I think you are an elementary teacher, right? Is it very hard to keep up with very active children?
Yes, it is actually quite hard to handle, but like Miss Bella said, that we need hobby to
Okay, so you just if you go for just play something very interesting. You know?
Children burn out easily, I think.
What is it?
Children burn out easily, I think.
Oh, it's, they are just going everywhere. And then,
Yes, or
can be pretty tough to work with children, right? But do you have children?
patient? No, not yet. I think my patient is 21 or 20 something.
It's 20 or above.
Yes.
Okay. So I think so. He wants to join.
Oh, you want to join my clinic or you want to having another? You want to join with me for what?
Mr. Mujib, cut it down. I know you're onto something, Mr. Mujib. Okay, so I think is it all? I mean, if you guys have are you guys have communication to each other, or is it hard to lose wisdom? Okay.
I think you can talk in the backstage maybe.
That's interesting. So thank you so much for all your guesses. Thank you.
Mr. Salsa, Mr. Reza, Mr. Gai, thank you so much.
It's a bit at the
For
backstage.
having me, guys.
Okay, thank you so much. So that's it, people. So this is our three guesses with three interesting topics. So I think that's it for today. And thank you so much for coming to our talk show. And have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.